San Francisco 49ers.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, what a move. Busts through the tackle. Still churning. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a third down. To throw his car. Man open, Rice. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Carr going to try and throw on third down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Throwing now is Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former 49er, Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
60 outlaw. 90 is a mic. Know your job.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the gun on third down, it's Elway. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Through an opening, and there he goes. And touchdown. DK Metcalf, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. It was third and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run, because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call. Even better execution.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That a 92-yard kick return as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, anytime you see a big-time kickoff return, especially one that ends up in the end zone for a touchdown, That's probably the most exciting 10 seconds in the great game of football.
I think it was our friend Ed Brady that told us that one day. Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll wait to throw on second. He'll find Metcalf. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will take it in for the touchdown. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get... This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. It's second and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gostkowski the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 5 plays there on that drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Hey. 4 down. Ready?
On first and 10, Elway. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Elway will throw. And this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Elway to throw again. He's got his man Sharp complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Elway looking to pass again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Jerry Rice there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st down, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and that'll make it 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former 49er, Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on this. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Here's Elway. That's complete to Sharp.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Carr now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Carr completes it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Carr now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Josh Allen, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. To throw, it's Carr. Going for Metcalf. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now Elway looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. 14 yards on the play as they pick up the 1st. And on display right there, the arm that made John Elway a lot of money.
And that's going to leave a mark because when he throws it with that much force, one of the best arms the game has ever seen, one of the strongest ones, it does leave a mark. They actually called it the Elway cross because you can see the imprint on a player after he caught one of those bullet passes.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Elway. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chain. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call.
Come on, fellas. On the ready.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
and that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Back to throw. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
Hey, you got your first step.
And this is caught inside the 5. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Carr to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final lead.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't